to get ourselves on Kick as well.
I've ordered some streaming stuff and a microphone, and I'm going to try and get a little Kick account or something going just to like do what I can for the team, and we can maximize our streaming options.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a fun background. I'm going to play Warcraft in the background and talk about stuff.
We're going to be streaming on so many places. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, it's going to be sweet.
TikTok, multiple YouTube accounts, multiple Kick accounts, multiple X accounts. It'll be undeniable, or not undeniable, but unavoidable to witness these Thursday spaces. They're going to be everywhere.
So Bitcoin all-time high printed a $116,000 candle.
It's on the
it was like one recent candle. Furley was saying that it went like one big little quick pump there. Do you have any idea what set it off?
It's institutions, institutional demand. The instability in Washington, actual fiscal instability in Washington, is pushing more people to buy digital assets like Bitcoin. Also, this new tokenized stocks that are hitting onto Solana is really working to onboard more people into cryptocurrency than expected, I think. There's a bunch of different reasons for it, but it had to come. I
think that's really cool. Yeah, that it brings like normalized stocks onto the blockchain, and people can wrap their head around it.
It's coming to Sui really soon as well.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Being able to buy, Amazon, Apple, Tesla stocks, these kind of things. I
wonder if I can pair my liquidity with like Amazon stock or something nutty like that.
Yeah, shocking Amazon.
Richie,
I'm a partner with Bezos. Like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Richie, check out the Jumbotron. Look how quick of a spike it was. It's the one on the very right.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've got charts everywhere.
It was like the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
The last 2 hours, just boom.
Yeah.
Like that's something.
Yeah, I've got my TA
I haven't had time to figure it out yet.
And it just blew through all of it. It's fantastic. And also
Sui. If you go to the middle one, the Sui one, that's a gradual, right up. It's the same length of time as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But Bitcoin was just like flat and then straight up. Sui's climbing.
It is. And it's going to continue to get better and better. Coming into summer, this is exciting times. It's exactly what we've been waiting for since January? No. When? Yeah, it was about January when we last saw all-time highs. So this is great. Really nice to see, especially for altcoins. So now we're going to start seeing all of our alts. Just open up your Slush wallet and take a look at the gains that you're seeing today. And that's just a taste of the gains that we're going to be experiencing extremely soon. I mean,
yes.
Shout out to some coins on Sui, which have just went mental. Guess we should start with Toilet. Toilet up 30% today. Reclaimed. They've been dipping for a while, and they just suddenly boom, like that, like magic, just start firing. That's great to see. Aquashock up 11% today. Danny, what did you do?
Having a good pump. I'm just really surprised that the having the liquidity. I pressed the button. I pressed the pump it now button.
Awesome.
Social Suicide Club had quite a large number too. I was looking at the deck screen earlier. Like every single coin is up.
Yeah, like 12%.
Nice. Yeah, it depends. Like Dunny, there you were saying that like Aquashock's not just tied to Sui, right? It's tied to a bunch of other coins as well.
Yeah, that's right. I'm tied to Sui Trump and I'm tied to Pepe.
Yeah.
And so it's good when you can pick good partners to when they're pumping, you're pumping. And then, also like I was surprised. I don't know if it's because of my liquidity ratio is fairly decent or how I've just been trading sideways for so long, but my coin, like when Sui pumps, my coin pumps like the same, or our coin shock pumps like the same amount, which is like pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's liquidity based pumping. It's called Hart's Law, actually, coined after Richard Hart from Hex, of all things. It's essentially
Hart's Law.
Yeah, Hart's Law.
I got a question though. I got a question if anybody here knows.
What?
Why isn't Wall pumping? Wall's not pumping. It should be going with Sui.
You sound like a fudder in a chat.
People are fudding it. Yeah, that's why.
Why isn't my coin pumping? Dev, can you do something?
But it's like the main protocol of the whole network.
Dev is sleeping of Wall.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to buy it all right now.
Oh yeah, it's actually down, right? It's down 1%.
Before it realizes that it's supposed to be going up, I'm going to buy it right now. So then I'll actually catch those big gains. So it's a good thing.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that, buddy. You're only allowed to buy coins from now on.
I think with Walrus, it's a new shiny object syndrome. It was new and people didn't know what it was supposed to do and everyone bought it. And then over time, people realized it stopped continually going up. I mean, all-time high 70 cents and down almost 50% from all-time high. It's been bleeding since May. And I think it's because people don't understand what it is and what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
I agree
because
with that.
They just implemented Nautilus. That's been implemented. They just implemented Seal. They're constantly upgrading it. These just happened within the last few weeks.
The thing with Walrus, though, that I think they need to clear up is the staking, right?
What's about the staking? I know you can stake it.
I don't like staking in the Wall app because it locks it up. I'd rather just pair it with Sui on like Cedus or something.
But a lot of people do because they see the official place to stake it. So then they come to walrus.xyz and they'll go to the stake part. Where's that? Discover, use stake walrus. So I staked walrus like ages ago. And so far to date, I've seen nothing happen. I was expecting, usually with staking, you expect rewards to start rolling in.
Yeah, any like APR percentages?
No APR shown.
Sent out yet? There's something about an airdrop, right?
Yeah, I staked the first week. I staked the very first week, the whole time, and I never got one airdrop. When I was told that was the most important thing to do was to stake the first epoch, and I have not gotten
about airdrops or common airdrop. Even at an EE today was like, well, if you don't have it, then you're not going to get an airdrop if you don't stake it. But I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, so definitely it's the time to go against the grain with Walrus, I think, and buy it. Is my big,
yeah.
It kind of goes against my instinct.
Anywhere.
Usually I literally just bought 100 Sui worth.
Nice. Usually when I see a market pump like this, you choose the coins which are performing the best in the early pump, and then you kind of follow into them, and then you start working on the ones which are more sluggish. It's usually the law for bounce in crypto. So it might not come yet, the full, when the penny drops on what Walrus is and how big it could be.
Yeah, because people outside the community, they don't know how important Wall is. They just see it as a coin, on Sui.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
It looks like a meme coin, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. A walrus face, neat. Another NFT walrus, hurrah.
You know what's funny, Denny? Like, I go on the Sui subreddit all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people asking me, is Wall legit? Like, are the developers like legit people with this Walrus token? I'm like, are you serious? It's made by Miston Labs, the same people that made and operate the network. They're the same people. It's not some third party. It is Sui. It's a Sui product, just like Sui NS.
If I saw a picture of a walrus, I wouldn't know who Miston Labs was if I wasn't on Sui. Like, oh, who's the lead of Polygon Network? I don't know that off the top of my head. And then they had some kitty cat coin that was amazing. I can see how people are confused.
Yeah. And a lot of people, when they buy it, they don't care about the tech,
He wasn't in a general subreddit. He wasn't in a general cryptocurrency
That's true.
subreddit.
He's in the Sui subreddit.
In the Sui subreddit. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's probably there for an airdrop, though. Come on. It's crypto. Come on. That's how it works, no?
You know what people should know about is how awesome HackenProof is.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Holy moly. Yeah, I got some news for you guys.
And they work with Miston Labs just like Walrus works with Miston Labs. And HackenProof is pretty top shelf.
HackenProof, they are the official partners for Cetus and Bluefin and also Suidex as well. So all three big dexes, and one of them not yet released on Sui, they're all partnering up with HackenProof because HackenProof is the official partner of the Sui Foundation for auditing. Did you know? It's pretty cool. I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
And then the Swedex is coming out. They got the live hackathon right now. They're doing like a crowdsourced white hat hackathon where people can sign up. You don't even have to you can be mysterious.
It's an audit contest.
You don't have to KYC, and you can try and break their stuff and win $10,000, and you don't even have to dox yourself. It's pretty neato potato.
Yeah.
Then we gotta keep it across the board because it's a specific name now. It's an audit contest. It's not a hackathon because there are auditors too.
That's good. I like being, because hackathon is like such a broad thing. So it's an audit contest, a crowdsourced audit contest. I like it. Cool.
Perfect.
You know what I want to do on Sui is I want to have a boomer hackathon, a granny Turing test, and someone builds something, and you try and get a boomer to like use your product. And if one of them succeeds, then you know you have a good product.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
I might make it a thing on my coin because I got a lot of old people around here. So we'll see.
I can at least run a simulation on that, like using AI, like 1,000 times and see what the final results are, like on average.
That's funny. Create a character like an old senile person.
Got some info on the Swedex hackathon if you want to know how it's going.
I do.
That's what we all are here for.
So
on the audits contest.
So we started it on 7th of July, so 4 days ago. Since then, we've been in constant communication with HackenProof. So it's not like you launch it and then they just disappear until it's over. They're on 24/7. They are verifying every single submission. So the way it works is we have a Swedex audit contest running on hackenproof.com. It has a prize pool of $10,000. And to take part, you just need to make a register with HackenProof. You don't need KYC, just give your email, essentially. Then if you understand Sui Move code, you can then open up our code base, which is fully transparent, and start to look through it and try and see if you can find critical, high, medium, or low vulnerabilities in our code. The critical will get 5,000, going all the way down to low, which will get $500 for if you find them. So far we've had 23 people in the last 4 days who have come in and gone through the code. Our code base is about 10,000 lines, and so far the hackers have covered over 1/4 of the code in their reports, which is great. It means that as the contest continues to run, because it's running for 3 weeks, we'll see more hackers checking out other parts of the code to try and find vulnerabilities. It started at like 100 lines, now it's grown up to 2,600. Will continue to go up, right? Until finally, I expect by the end of the competition, the entirety of the code will be covered by people trying to find vulnerabilities. Of course, a lot of the code in smart contracts is redundant because it's just essentially the same as most others, So that's why I'd say they haven't checked all the code yet. They're looking for the things that are different to what they're used to seeing. So from these 23 hackers, they actually submitted 60 reports. Why? This is great on HackenProof because what they realized at first was that they were only submitting reports without any suggestion for how they think it should be amended or fixed, right? So they're basically just, a lot of them were, as expected in crypto, running it through AI, finding a AI vulnerability, which might not actually be a vulnerability, and then not suggesting any changes or giving any more information on it. So then HackenProof said, if you don't give the suggestion of the changes and add more information to this, then we are going to disregard your entry. So then they forced every hacker to then also go further in and give even more detailed stats. So far, since we've been running, there's one point which has been pointed out by one hacker, which we're already working to fix, which is great. So it's actually proven.
Can you be specific on that, or like general, like what kind of stuff are they finding?
Well, I can. They told me that I'm not allowed to talk about anything specifically that they find in the code.
Yeah, that's
because
fun. That's cool.
It would then make the contest unfair for new people coming in.
Yeah, I hear that.
But it means that someone has found something, which is great. And as soon as they found it, then HackenProof sent messaging, you need to focus in on this one, give this one your highest priority to check this one. Then our code team and their code team both work to look at it and decide, is this actually something that is a vulnerability? Is it low, medium, high, or critical? And then they put it into the pile of, okay, they are set for bounty. They're set to get rewards. Or if it's not, then they disregard it. It just goes by case as this goes through. This is a complete, amazing breakthrough for me in how I see auditing being done. Because like I spoke about before, my experience of auditors before was you're trusting one or two people to go through your code and they give their opinion on what's safe or not. And you don't really get to debate that with them. They just give you the report and then you have to fix it. If you don't fix it, they will not give you the high audit score. But with this, you are engaging with multiple 10s, 20, 50, 100 different people with opinions. and then verifying it not just with your code team, but also with the team from HackenProof. It's a way
Richie,
better
real quick,
system.
do you have a post that I could put on the Jumbotron with this information? We need to get it up there.
Information on the audit or audit contest?
Yeah. Both of it. Just tell me where it is.
It's on the Swedex X account. We have many of
the
them.
Most recent. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like the crowdsourcing idea of it, because you can have like the greatest mind egghead of all time, and he's looking at it, but he's hyper focused on like, oh, I think I can find an exploit if I go at it this way.
Yeah.
And then you got some dummy in the back who like looks at it backwards and is like, oh, there's a thing falling out the back here, and everyone's like, oh, how did you fricking find that? So an extra set of eyes, or 40 extra set of eyes, you can just find so many different things.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also proof is that now we have Bluefin, who are a huge DEX on Sui. They're running their competitions, their contest. And also Cetus now have started one as well. And Cetus, the biggest DEX on Sui, is also using HackenProof as their crowdsource as well. So it's great. Everything's coming together well. And I'm really happy that, one, they're not finding, oh my God, there's so many problems with your code. That's not the case. We're just finding one, or so far just one thing that they have pointed out, which is great. Gives me a lot of confidence too for launch.
So Richie, I'm here on the Swedex page, and it's cool because the second post is you on the live space on video.
Yeah, in a wife.
I'm like watching. I'm like watching the space through your post. It's kind of odd.
It's pretty good. Technology. So now
on the Jumbotron, guys. There's two things on the Jumbotron. Check it out.
So the last point that some people were asking in the Telegram, okay, so what? It's like a 3-week wait. Not necessarily 3 weeks, because if we start getting to, say, we get into week 2 and we're just seeing repeatedly the same kind of reports coming in again and again and again, that's kind of verification that there are not any other vulnerabilities that have been found, right? And then we could, if we wanted to, if we chose to, we could end the contest earlier and then just launch. So it is running for 3 weeks at the moment, but if we do get to that point of just repetition of reports, then we do have the option to actually just move on and say, okay, that's us done. We're confident we're going to make the changes, and then we're going to launch. So it's really, if anyone's building on Sui and you're thinking about how to do your audit and looking at the pricing that they do have, this is a very affordable way to get a professional audit done, top tier as well. So I think it's the future for auditing, and that's pretty much the report.
I have a couple questions. You said that Cetus is having a similar event.
Yeah.
Who started theirs first? You or Cetus?
We started ours first, but they're doing so in HackenProof. They have two options. They either have audit contest or bug bounty hackathon. So there's two kinds. So Cetus are doing a bug bounty hackathon, where it's a different kind of scope, I guess, that they're looking through. But their prize pool is insane. Cetus are putting up $300,000 for their competition, for the contest.
Well, they got a lot more complicated contracts to go through.
Yeah.
But my main point was, we were there first. We weren't like following their, what Cetus did. They followed us.
This was actually, the HackenProof was on a recommendation from Crypto Michael, who is the head of our code division. He had a friend who worked in HackenProof, or who works in HackenProof. So he was talking to her about what they can offer. And then he after we spent a couple of weeks, right, looking through different auditors, and decided, right, that's actually the best one for us is going to be HackenProof, after talking to a bunch of them. So it's good. I'm happy we did the right research and then chose the right company.
And I don't know if you guys remember watching the June 2nd response from Cetus. There was this lady for Cetus. Her name was Amy, and she was giving her response to what happened. And she was saying she's not even a coder, and she was having to apologize. But I reached out to her and I said, hey, me and Richie, we're doing a Swedex with HackenProof at the same time as you guys. So, I think it'd be helpful, since we're not really in competition with them. We're just running one at the same time. and she's been very helpful. I actually talked to her right before this space. I invited her to come. She didn't respond, but she said she's totally willing to help us out. She already gave me the name of somebody to contact that is probably one of the best people to do stuff like this.
This is really key information, because once we are in the launch phase, we need to think about aggregations. I don't know if you know about that, Furley. Essentially, all DEX is on Sui. So you have the FlowX DEX, you have Cetus DEX, you have 7K DEX, I think it's called. They all aggregate between each other. I think Aftermath is also a DEX. Yeah, DEX as well. So they all aggregate between each other. Slush Wallet, Phantom Wallet, they also aggregate. It means that when a swap happens, they tend to go to the places which have the best liquidity and the best price. So you'll notice sometimes if you swap tokens on Cetus, you might actually get some of that swap happening on 7K DEX or on Aftermath. And you're like, oh, well, I didn't swap on Aftermath. Why did it do that? It's because on Cetus, all the DEXs kind of work together to try and achieve the best price for each asset swap.
And then in the Telegram, it'll show up as like 4 different buys, even though, but if you look at it closely, you'll realize it's all the same buy, just using different pools on different exchanges.
So what we need
you want, because of the arbitrage, you want to get the best token for the coin, right? Like if it's $24 on one and it's 27 on the other, it'll spend a little bit of gas, and then you'll get it for 24.2 instead of 27 or whatever numbers I said. So it's good to do that.
And then it evens the price of the assets out across Sui, so you don't have huge spikes of different coin prices, the same coin price on different DEXs. So what we need to do once we are audit clear is to then contact Cetus, Bluefin, and 7K Aftermath and start explaining to them, we want to aggregate as well. Also Slush Wallet, we need to
FlowX, don't forget good old FlowX.
Yeah, FlowX as well,
swapper.
Yep, them as well. I think Bluefin aggregates FlowX, I think, actually. But so
I'm already in contact with Cetus. I know somebody that can get in contact with Bluefin, and I also know somebody that can get in contact with Aftermath.
Yeah, that will be, because as we start building liquidity of different assets, we'll need to start aggregating with the bigger DEXs, and then join the big boy club.
Heck yeah!
Let's talk about the Slush Wallet 7-Eleven promotion. You heard about that?
Yeah. So okay, so we're getting Slurpees on 7-Eleven. We're taking maybe before that even. We're taking funny photos with Slurpees, and then on 7-Eleven day at 7-Eleven Eastern time, we're posting said Slurpee pictures, and then Evan Chang and Sam and Adoni and Costas are gonna send me money. Is that right?
$7.
That's where that's like. Well, then I can get 6 Slurpees in my photo. I got some creative ideas brewing here.
I think
I'm going to come up with like 10 different identities.
Is that tomorrow morning? Is it 7-Eleven tomorrow morning?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I got to go for a breakfast Slurpee. I got to write this down. Okay, sounds good. Breakfast Slurpees tomorrow.
I'm going to have to make like 10.
I'm refreshing because something happened to X. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back. We'll be back. Happens sometimes. You get signed out of X. I don't know why. If you're watching live, send me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. How you doing? Are you enjoying the pump today? What are you in? What's your biggest gainer today? Let me know. Let me know about that. Okay, we're back. We are back. Oh, wait, that's me. Find the right one.
I'm going to make one. Sounds fun.
Who originally posted that?
Slush
Wallet. Who runs the Slush Wallet accounts? Some mid-level dude at Miston, I believe.
Yeah, they seem to not have like as professional a post as all the other.
Wallet. It's neat.
They do have really good promotional videos. I have all of them saved each time they come out with a new one. Really cool, like graphical video. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. There was one where it introduces a slush wallet. I think there's been 3 so far. They're pretty cool videos.
I saw the first one with the colors and the introduction of the slush wallet. That stuff did actually look really neat.
Yeah, the second and third one are pretty much the same way, just with the newer features. How you can actually see the price chart in the wallet itself when you go to the coin. That's cool.
It is cool. I like it. It's a good wallet. I mean, coming from back in the days of, you know, trust wallets and all that, I mean, it's leaps and bounds ahead of that. It's clean. And I like slush wallets. Some people have problems with it, but I've never used Phantom Wallet, so I can't really say.
So I have an idea for how to do this slush thing. So basically, I think it's great because it's Slush's attempts to try and onboard normies to Sui, right? Because you don't even need
like that for sure.
All you need to do is download the app and then use like ChatGPT and say, send me a picture of a guy drinking a Slurpee, right? Post it on X, and then you get $7. Like, basically, like when it says, get yourself a slushie. We hear there are certain somewhere giving them out for free. There's free slushies somewhere. I don't know. Or you can support another slushy small business. Oh, is 7-Eleven giving free slushies on 7-Eleven? Is that what
Maybe
happens?
that's it.
Okay.
Maybe that's what they do on 7-Eleven.
There's no 7-Eleven in China. It's all
I
lost.
don't know if 7-Eleven is involved or not. It's very quite confusing. And then does anyone else besides Canadians call them Slurpees, or am I just out of my head?
I call them slushies.
You call them slushies? Okay, interesting.
There's Slurpee. There's Slurpee in California. There's Slurpee.
And slush puppy in Scotland.
Slush puppy is great.
Yeah.
So we can figure out who's running the slush wallet by calling it slushy. They must be like European or something.
Oh, but it says only the first 711 people who qualify will get $7.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first 711 get the $7.
That's going to be filled so fast.
That's going to be like in the first minute.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
You brought up the good idea of like, what if I create an account of 1,000 Slurpee images and then just put them up there and boom.
Now the solution is to write a Python script that can upload it on the back end of X without even going through the interface to be the very first one.
Yeah.
You're sniping the slushy launch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we got any other alpha? What's the alpha today? Who's got some alpha?
There's so much alpha. It's incredible alpha.
Sui Builders, I noticed your DM that you said you're hooking up with a new X account. You got some partnership going. Is that right?
Yes, we are. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good. Sound great.
Awesome. Yeah, it's my first time using a mic, but I did forget my headphones, so I might get a little bit of echo or bleed. But yeah, our most recent partnership is with Sui Alerts. They plan on posting about Sui Builders partner projects on a weekly basis. So that definitely helps us out with some of the marketing details. We've been doing some work on our dev tools as well. So we have 2 snapshot tools that are both live. One is for tokens. We do know that there's some out there in the marketplace already, but we do realize that it's pretty common for people to launch these tokens on Moonbags. So we did add a few special features for Moonbags tokens, which includes we can track the staked holders as well as the locked holders as well. So arguably your most valuable holders, your staked and locked holders. So if you're doing some sort of whitelist giveaway and you only have 10 to 20 spots to give away, maybe you're going to give those away to your staked holders because they're maybe your most valuable holders. The flip side of that, Tradeport did make some changes to their API. So there's a lot of these NFT snapshot tools. They can no longer find all the wallets that are holding the specific NFT, whether they have it listed for sale or something else is going on. Our contract does it a different way. It basically searches in bundles of 20, and it requires one API request for every 20 that it searches for until it basically realizes that it's found all of them. So I've tested it out numerous times. I've used other competitors' NFT snapshots, it tells me that Sui Builders has 600 and change holders, but we actually have 708. And ours every time gets it perfectly right. So we know that ours is working correctly. And basically, we built these two tools first because we realized this is kind of the beginning stages. We're building an airdrop tool, and that's going to be integrated with our snapshot tool, because typically speaking, when you're pulling a snapshot, I mean, in a lot of cases, you're going to be doing an airdrop as well. So it's kind of going to be a one-stop shop. We're testing out it's an NFT competition leaderboard, and basically you get points for buying and selling a specific NFT. Boombots is running that right now, and they've had massive growth on their NFT sales and volume. And Swibo, they have agreed to use it this Friday during their mint. So it'll be the first time we've used one during a mint. But it also is going to track buys, sells, and mints, and it gives you different points depending on what you're doing, and then there's prizes. So
hey, Pace, yep. Can you give me a breakdown on Swibo? I haven't had a chance to look into what they're doing yet.
Yeah, so Swibo, they're kind of just like a cool panda NFT. It says like SocialFi NFT. And I guess there's something to do with the royalties. And I think that it's kind of like a share based on all the holders.
I've heard SocialFi is actually getting fairly popular if done correctly.
Yeah, so I don't know the most about Swibo. I know more of like a face level with them. It was Memecoin that was the one that onboarded them. But yeah, like they seem to have a really good team. I believe they came from Solana, but they're super knowledgeable. They know what they're doing. Great guys, and I mean they're doing a hell of a job marketing. Like they have 25,000 followers on Twitter already, which for the Sui network,
holy moly!
Yeah,
and they haven't even started the project yet.
Yeah, they haven't even minted. They're minting this Friday, so they hit the ground running. Sorry, go ahead.
You know how we're partners with Goblins, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're minting on July 15th. It's coming close. And guess who they're partnered with? I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind.
Who?
The same project, the same original creators of Prime Machine NFTs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
So we need to make sure that those benefits are still, active, and that the dev is going to follow through with whatever our benefit was in that, because I am totally want to get some of those, because not everyone may know, but the Prime Machine NFTs, that's like the most OG original best NFT. Like the price floor is still like 300 Sui, sometimes.
Yeah, those
400.
ones have held their floor really good. I was kind of like, okay, those are whatever looking, but the more I learn about them and how they're OG, they've outlasted the pugs and the fugs and the dinos. Those ones just seem to be like really blue chip ones.
It's the most iconic NFT of Sui. That's without a doubt. There's no question about that.
Yeah, so they still have a whitelist period for Sui Builders access pass holders. So we're still whitelist.
Nice.
For goblins.
Yeah.
How do you spell goblins?
GAWBLENZ.
GAWB.
Richie, I got to tell you something. On all your videos, you've always mispronounced their name. You've called them gobbles.
Yeah, gobbles. That's it.
But they're goblins. I'm like, no, Richie. I'm screaming at my screen.
So we have
they're goblins.
toilet club on the 12th, and then gobbles on the 15th, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Gobbles is coming.
Board toilets tomorrow, actually. That's exciting. Do we know what time the mint is for board
Well,
toilet?
no, I mean for you it is. We're still on July 10th here in the evening.
All right, okay. Yeah, for me it's tomorrow.
You've always been living in the future, though.
Oh, it goes July 12th, 8 a.m. PST. What time is that in the rest of the world?
Pacific Standard Time. So
Yeah.
that's like my time.
July 12th. Yeah. Can you wake up?
So
are you
for
up
you,
at 8? I know you sleep through the night. You're an owl.
I don't sleep at all. I'm just reloading my tokens. But okay, so 8 a.m. July 12th. So for you, that will be July 12th at like 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah, I've got a AI trained to tell me all the places in the world. Give me a second. It'll be 11 p.m. on Saturday night. Perfect time for me. Yeah, so what's happening with the Board Toilet Club? On July 12th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, they have the whitelist, which is Doonies, DeLorean, Sui Booster, Prime Machine, aka Claynosaurs, Puggies, and more are the whitelist. 8 a.m. PST, 2 phases begin. First, they have the pass phase, 3 mints for alpha pass holders. Silver get 2 mint, gold get 3 mint, diamond get 4 mints. So that's great because I have one of them. That'll be nice. Free NFTs. Then we have...
I got the silver pass as well. It's going to be nice.
Yeah. Then we have mint goes live at 8 a.m. PST. Whitelist of... it's at the same time, I guess. 8 a.m. PST, you have the toilet pass and the whitelist at the same time. It looks like. It's kind of confusing. The 2 phases begin. Oh, wait, they've sent this. Oh, no, it's pinned. I'm getting confused here.
Well, intern said he's going to be on here later. He usually shows up.
He's here at 9. Later. So first is Alpha Pass holders who get from 8 a.m. PST. At 9 a.m. PST is the whitelist phase, and that's if you hold a Dooney, a DeLorean, a Sui Booster, a Prime Machine, an IK, or a Claynosaur, or a Puggy, and more, then you can mint them for 9 Sui each. And that is minting out a supply which would estimate to be 3,884 because of the Alpha Pass holders minting first. Then, in addition, the whitelist phase will be able to mint 3 NFTs per address. So potentially you'd be able to get, for 27 Sui, you could get 3 of these NFTs, which would be amazing. It's...
Oh, and by the way...
then after that, I guess it's public.
For Sui Builders and the Access Pass, those are also going to be whitelisted. I don't. They may not have listed them there, but that will be taken care of. Nice. So if you have an Access Pass, because basically if you have an Access Pass, I'm pretty sure you have one of those other ones anyways, so it's not going to be a big deal. So I'll take care of that.
Here's my case for why Board Toilet Club NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. The toilet token is kind of a black swan in crypto, one that I've seen before. You don't see many coins like this, where they have such viral social media presence, not just because of the virality of the token choice, the idea of having a toilet coin, but it's because of the work that goes on behind it between the 2 founders as well of Toilet, right? They have
the best I've ever seen. The best I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've seen projects run like it before, and they've gone to hundreds of millions of dollar market caps easily, right? So then they decided months ago that they wanted to launch this NFT collection. They could have launched it 3 months ago and made some AI art and minted out and made loads of money on it, but they chose not to. They waited. Actually, in that time, the NFT market on Sui has dipped considerably. It used to be extremely hot. Now it's just kind of bubbling hot, right? So they could have just taken the money, but they didn't want to. They wanted to provide something which is actually going to last a long time, add value to Toilet Token, and also give the holders something that's kind of a store of value for NFT. It's purely art-based at the moment, but it is a club, so you might get benefits later for holding these as well. And then, not only that, they finally spend all this money getting professional artists in to make these NFTs, building up this cult,
and money too.
They're giving away the Alpha Pass holders, which I think is a couple hundred people. There's 110 people.
100
people. Okay, so they're going to be able to mint 2, 3, or 4 NFTs for free, and then from launch, all of these NFT holders. So if you've ever bought a Sui NFT, for example, Sui Booster, I own them. DeLorean, no, but I also own the Doonies as well. So 2 of these I already own, because I'm interested in Sui, I'm invested in the Sui ecosystem. I can mint one of these for 9 Sui, for an NFT on Sui that has potential to go to 60, 100 Sui per NFT. This is wild.
Easily.
This is a great offer. So if you do own any of these, I'm fully confident that they're going to mint out 100% in whitelist. It's just, it's the way it is, right? With these kind of NFTs.
Richie, too, the Access Pass, you have one?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, but because I got one of those too. I was in the top 100 back in the day. I was actually the one that made the list for them. And the first time they were distributed, the first one that sold was for like $1,800. So people knew like they were going to be worth holding on to. And it definitely, they will be. And also what intern said also is they're planning on having another NFT collection like way down the line. They said if you still stick around and you still hold on to your access pass, you'll be able to mint free NFTs for that one also.
I don't see the point in selling it. It was a gift. I got one of these NFTs because I was covering Toilet on my YouTube channel. I made a couple videos. I never contacted Toilet to say I'm making videos. I never asked for any money. I just made the content because I like the token, right? And then they contacted me and said, "Oh, we love your videos. Thanks so much for highlighting Toilet. Would you like one of our NFTs for our upcoming Discord?" is how they described it. They said you can get access to a Discord. I was like, great, that'd be lovely. Thank you. And then they sent it to me and I was like, wow, this is an expensive NFT. Yeah, currently the floor on them is 250 Sui per Alpha Pass NFT. Unbelievable.
Well, plus there's silver, there's regular silver and gold because it's either one NFT, two NFTs, or three NFTs.
Yeah.
So there's probably different floor prices.
But the trading there's not so much trading on them. They've been only 1.7 thousand. Only 17% are listed now though. So people are starting to think about trading them. Let's see.
Yeah, because I got mine, as a gift too, because I was helping them with all this stuff that they were doing in their subreddit, and I actually pulled the list of top 100 holders. And they gave me a gift, and at the time it wasn't like a crazy amount of money value wise, but it just barely put me in the top 100. I was like 95th place. So yeah, there's no way I'd sell something like that was given to me for free.
I've been stacking
after all that.
I've got 19 million tokens now. Yeah. It's going
Plus, well. I like to tell everyone, like I've spoken with intern and Dr. Ari on the phone, on actual phone numbers, on video calls. I've seen their family members. I've talked to their family members. I've seen what intern really looks like. He's a good looking dude, no homo. Just like Richie, he's kind of good looking guy. Got girls trying to get in his DMs all the time through me. I'm like, hey, now
he's mine.
We're here to make money. I don't know what proposition you're trying to.
I'm doxing you. Make lots of videos of my face, and you didn't say that I'm cute. That's okay. I feel cute, and I don't care what you say.
Danny, they only want my feet pics.
I love you, Danny. I love you for a different reason. You're like my big friend, teddy bear guy, my big Canadian protector, man.
Danny's got
to help.
Yeah, that's right.
Danny's all right. No, Danny, your eyes are super dreamy. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
much.
Thank you, Richie.
Yeah,
your jawline is just so hunky.
Oh, it's my bum chin.
Good old bum chin.
I got that from my dad, actually. It's good. And my dad's completely bald, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But every time I call him, I just kind of like move around my hair a lot. And he's like, "Stop doing that, son. You know I don't have any."
Hello, accent. Does he have the full on accent? Uh-oh.
Is Will Ospreay
is in the house.
Will Ospreay's here.
Yeah.
I like wrestling. I like Will Ospreay. I like AEW.
I love those intermediate songs, or sometimes people will come onto space and start blasting off like all kinds of crazy stuff. It's pretty entertaining sometimes.
So yeah, that's Toilet. What else is going on? What else we got? So Toilet on the 12th, and then Goblins on the 15th, right? There's the NFT lineup. What else we got going on? Have we got any projects in here? You want to tell us about what you're doing, what you're building, what's going on?
I wanted to hear from Sharkcoin, but he's not a speaker anymore because I got a banger load of coins like being staked because of that. Because I'm doing it not because I'm that, type of person, but there was some recent kindergarten level reading material that mentioned that coin in their kindergarten lesson. So I want to make sure to show them that, yeah, you guys missed a couple wallets, and I publicly posted how much I have staked of that coin, and it has not changed. There hasn't been one coin moved in probably like a week now. So what's up, Shart? We're gonna win? Are we gonna show these losers that they're not gonna let us down? Artemis, Richie knows
the shark
Artemis.
company's about to blow off socks.
Hey, Sharkcoin, Richie,
yeah,
that's been helping you out. He can vouch for him. He's been around with CC Club for a long time. He's a good guy.
I think you're rugging wise, or am I rugging? Someone's rugging.
Yeah.
No, I hear that too. I thought it was just me. I was about to leave and rejoin.
Yeah.
Oh, is it me? Can you hear me?
You're good now.
Okay, well, Artemis has been supporting Shart a lot.
He has. Yeah, he was messaging me about it.
And I was going to say to Shart, like, Richie knows who that guy is. He's a very good person. He's been with the SEC club since before Sui was even a network.
Years. We used to roll on Binance Smart Chain and Phantom Chain and DGen around there. I've known him for a long time. He's a very
I see him in Shart a lot. He's in Shock. He is really good. If you have him in your Shart group, you definitely want to have him there.
Yeah. He's so helpful.
He's a good
He's been helping me out with raids and stuff, like when I'm sleeping. He's the goat.
He is an awesome person. I love Artemis, and he works like with children and like takes care of kids like at a boarding school in some other country. He's a really good guy. Like, I trust him more than anyone else in the SEC club of Richie's, besides like Brett Hartman, a few others, but he's definitely the one that's been in the trenches with me. And back in October.
Wise DJ, and let's clear this up then, because I brought up that article to look through it, because I also, I told you it's BS, because I know how you work, and it's not like this, right? So, and also Shart's here, so we can actually clear this up right now. So this is an article from the Order Sui, who claimed that Wise DJ is extracting value from the Sui network and essentially pumping and dumping tokens. He's manipulating the entire market like a puppeteer. They used Sharkcoin as one of their examples, saying that he's draining and recycling tokens on Shart, right? And then they gave a case study with some wallets, and a lot of these wallets were not actually Wise DGen's wallets, which is also quite interesting. But yeah, I don't want to go through the whole thing because it's not worth it. But can you give us what's the truth? Because I mean, there's Sharkcoin dev here, Wise DGen here.
Well,
let's clear it up.
My end, they don't know of other wallets that I have, because I did sell a bunch of the token during the bonding process, but on a different wallet that they're not tracking. I bought it all back and plus more. And I was telling the Telegram the whole time. It was like a 12-hour period. So during like hour 6, I sold a bunch of the coin. So a lot of the non-believers, they shook out. And then I told everybody, I said, can you just relax? And I promise you, this coin will be bonded by the morning. It'll be bonded by the morning. What happened? I bought back in. By the time the morning came, not only did it bond, but it hit an all-time new high. But they had already posted their shit talking in the middle of the night before they gave me a chance to show that the coin is bonded. I've also since then posted my publicly posted my 2 wallets that have the biggest holdings in them, with 100% of the coins still staked, have not moved one of them. Since that morning when it hit that all-time new high, I haven't sold any coins from any wallet since that point. And I shared the wallets with Shart and
you bought all these tokens?
Yes, I I bought all the tokens.
Yeah. So
okay, now Shart developer.
That's a big thing that Richie just said. You bought all these tokens on the open market, just like anyone else can, on Moonbags,
Yes.
.io. Any human being can go there and look for new launches. It's a great fun way to enjoy cryptocurrency. We all look to do that, and you bought tokens on the open market. You were not given any free tokens. You were not promising free tokens to like pump their coin or anything. You bought them like a regular human being on the open exchange.
Yes, 100%. Now I do have to say, Shart developer, he did send me 3.5 million, but I said, those are your coins. I staked them right away on a separate wallet. Those have not moved. I even said to him that I would send them back to him. But as far as the coins that I bought and were sold were separate wallets, I bought with my own money and sold them out of those accounts. The developer didn't give me any coins to do anything but to hold on to and stake them. And those coins haven't moved, and they're in a different wallet. And I did offer to send those back to him.
Okay, Shardy, what do you think, bud? What are you saying?
I mean, yeah, from what I've seen, he'd only really sold before one there, and most of the dumping that had happened was just from that article. Like people just getting scared or building the floor.
You feel there was more negative price impact from that article being released than?
Oh yeah, our holder count had dropped by like 30. A lot of people got fudded up by that.
So you were negatively impacted by that order article coming out and hastily slandering Sui people. So now you guys are doing good and you stayed through that. And what are your plans now, or any other thoughts on what happened there?
I mean, just to build back trust with the community, we've done like a big community lock. Like the peeps came together, like locked up like 10%, and we're just gonna try and hold the floor here and build Shardy back up.
And Shart, I'm locking them up. I'm locking up coins too, but honestly, I don't know how to do it yet, and I had to do the space. But as soon as I have time, I'm locking up the same amount as you and Alartemis, because I have everything staked, but I don't know where to go to lock them for a certain amount of time. But I will do that. You have my word. I'm down to do that.
Everybody has done it on just like the regular Moonbags page for like 3 months.
See, but where do you do that at? Because I saw like the very last option is staking. Like, where's the locker part?
It's like a separate thing up at the top there on the Moonbags website.
Yeah, token lock.
You can click like token lock. There's a single tab there, and then you add it in there.
Because also what I didn't like, I started with RaidenX like in February when Richie did his promo with RaidenX. That's who I supported. That's what I knew. I know about RaidenX. I know how to use it. I know its features. Moonbags is a new product still. It's fairly new. And I honestly didn't know anything about it. I've never been part of a project that launched on Moonbags. But when the marketing department realized that I made subreddits for RaidenX and Moonbags, the RaidenX one I've been doing for a while, and it was nice and professional. But the Moonbags one, I just did it when I first saw it so no one else would steal it, because those are like websites. They can't be taken away from you because cryptocurrency projects are not copyrighted. So their marketing person was like, our owner wants custody of those. And I was like, no problem. They're your guys' projects. I'll give them to you. And I did not have to do that. I could have demanded money, and they're exactly spelled like they are on their X page. They're identical, and I've been keeping actual information on the subreddit. And even one of the admins, Irene, which is the one I like with RaidenX, the one that facilitated the promo for Richie, she sent me the media to put on the RaidenX page. And I wasn't charging them for that. I was just doing that to make a presence on Reddit because I have good Reddit karma. I know how to use it. I have achievements in Sui subreddit, and I know that it's going to be important in the future because of AI research and all that, SEO. So I register subreddits for projects that I want to protect, not out of malicious intent. And I gave them back to them for free. No questions asked. They didn't have to like convince me. But then they're like, oh, we want you to be part of Moonbags also, because I was an admin in the RaidenX Telegram. But they insisted that I be an admin in the Moonbags Telegram also, and then delegate me access to the Moonbags X account to do live spaces for them. And I did. I did 2 of them. They were great. It sucks that on the first one of them ended up rugging Starmy. And then on the second one, somebody felt like calling them out the very next day for something that was unwarranted. But still, the spaces themselves were really good. I helped them with that. And I've been managing their subreddits every day because their marketing person can't figure it out because their account's too new. So they'll make me a post, send it to me on Telegram. I'll post it on their Reddit page. And my only reward is supposed to be I get to host X spaces on their X page and get like VIP access to future launches and stuff. But because of that article and all the drama that happened, I was removed from delegate access to Moonbags and removed from admin from Moonbags and from RaidenX, where like that's where I started. And if I would have never just messed with Moonbags and tried to help them with that, I could have kept that because all the drama that I went through all came from Moonbags, and I didn't want anything to do with it. So I told Irene, I'm willing to help RaidenX still, but I'm not helping Moonbags anymore because I did so much unpaid work, and for my thanks, I got absolutely nothing and a slandered reputation. So it was pretty fucked up what happened to me.
Yeah, it was sad and jealous. I was also disappointed in like the Sui community. All these people read this AI slop article with inflammatory language, and then they claim to do all these like, oh, we're tracking your wallets. We're tracking you. We're the secret society of wallet trackers. But then you go and you click on the wallets, and there's nothing that ties you to anything. And then it just shows me that no one actually went in and read what the wallets or looked at it. And then I ask a question, and then people are like, oh, what are you, retarded? And post picture. And then they just jump right to insults. And I'm like, no, can you explain what you're saying here? Or like provide, and you start to question the narrative. And then they didn't know what they're talking about. So it was a whole lot of hot air and a whole lot of nothing. And that kind of came out. And I just hope it's done. And I would just say to people that like in crypto, especially, you got to be thinking 4D chess a little bit and do your own research. If you see an AI slop with an inflammatory language and a bunch of scary words, it's a good opportunity to like learn and look at these wallets, look at these wallet transactions. The wallet that they linked to Furley is still making transactions today. They just cashed out 54 grand onto Binance about an hour and a half ago.
I do not have access to Binance.
Richie
knows where I live for a fact. He's the only person I'm fully doxed to. He knows where I live in Mexico. I cannot get a Binance account.
And this wallet never stopped doing what it was doing. So either you're like, even in the heat when the microscope was looking at Furley and everyone's being accusational, this wallet's still out there like doing its thing. So either you're the most like callous, don't give a fuck dude just rinsing people in front of everyone under the spotlight, still doing transactions and cashing things out to Gate.io and Binance while everyone's looking at you. You're either the most brazen dumb person I've ever met, or it's just a dumb hit piece article with some other wallet. And they were silly because they posted one of their own wallets and tried to frame you for it. And then I said, no freaking way is this going down. And then I crashed out a little bit and we squashed it. So hopefully it is like done, bro.
Hey, but I told them if someone wants to get a hold of them, if they want to give me access to that wallet that has $50,000 in it, I'll take full responsibility. I'll claim it was all me. If I
No,
get
they're super hackers, bro. They sent it to another wallet, and then they sent it to another wallet, extra tricky, and then one more wallet, and it took me like 4 button clicks to like figure it out. That's what's so great about Sui, and also in Slush Wallet, you can favorite wallets and track them, and there's so much visibility on there that if anyone took the time and wanted to, it's a really good it taught me a new functionality of Sui that it's even easier to track wallets than I thought it was. But they didn't even like wash it or use I don't know, is Tornado Cash still a thing? Or like they didn't even launder the money like very good or make it like.
Yeah, because they're going to Binance. That's going directly to their account,
bro. And if you're gonna you're gonna do it when the spotlight is on you, just sending things to Binance, like get real. That's like if I was a detective, like it's not there's no case, there's no crime. And buying tokens on Moonbanks on launch, as my videos funnily pointed out, is not a crime. And working for your bag is not a crime, and buying low and selling high is not a crime. Like, I don't know. Anyway, very silly. I kind of lost a lot of respect for some of the projects that were putting out this stuff, because before, now I want to go back and look at their other articles and see what other people they're slandering.
Well, here's the thing though. They started off doing hit pieces about rug pulls. They did it about Starmy, and I helped them. I added context to it that he was on a live space before he rugged it. That's legit. That is a scam. That's a rug
like
pull.
that one was okay. They did one on that. Fair. Like that one.
As soon as they started switching to this KOL stuff like that, that is just FUD for the network. No doubt about it.
And then the other thing is everyone has multiple accounts, and I'm was my joke that I wanted to say is like, if I'm friends with like 6 of your 8 accounts, but we're bitter enemies on your 2 other accounts, are we buds or are we not? Or are we just doing pro wrestling? Because if we're doing kayfabe pro wrestling, then that's great too. Like that gives me content and whatever. But you know what? If I'm friends with you on 6 of your 8 accounts, I'm going to consider you a friend.
Yeah, and I actually instead of reposting it, I did a requote, and I said, here is a lesson on how to actually use the Sui blockchain, because apparently you can sell a coin. It's not just pure buys. It's possible to sell a coin.
You're going to Alligator Alcatraz as soon as I find you, bud.
I know that the Sui FBI might come to your house if you ever think about selling a coin, because that's crazy, especially when you bought it with your own money, you know. But I said, next time you guys want to do a hit piece on me, hit me up first. Let me know. Send me a message. I'll make sure that you get all the facts correct, and I'll ghostwrite it for you, and it'll actually look professional, and it'll be a much better hit piece against me. Like next time, hit me up. I'll ghostwrite the next one. It'll actually make sense, maybe. And I did change my profile picture to their spooky bone-fingered character with my Wise DJ and Furley face embedded into it that I made.
So now
I said I was an ambassador.
So now you're not a representative for Moonbags, right? Or you are?
No. I purposely left Moonbags because what is the
they should have
what compensation?
They could have protected you there, because I mean
they should have protected him. I was in the the little
Richie,
drama that was going around with that. I'm sorry, is they were saying that he tried to copy paste the wallet out of the article, and he's like, it's not pulling up for me, and it wasn't. So then they tried to frame him for a copy paste issue in the Moonbags chat, and they're like, oh, he's a liar, his copy paste button didn't work. So they changed this big hit piece AI slop thing got boiled down to a copy paste error in Moonbags, and then these guys were going off on him about a little freaking typo. And then that's when I found the wallet, and then freaking found out that it's all bunk and bogus. But then, yeah, these Moonbags people, they don't speak English, and they get scared off on this drama.
Mm-hmm.
Richie, they did not have any conversation with me whatsoever. I had no idea. I was removed from the Moonbags delegate account and RaidenX delegated account on X, and removed from admin in the RaidenX, and removed from admin in the Moonbags without them even talking to me about it first.
Ooh, that's
While
cold.
And Irene,
it's okay,
Irene was still asking me.
Sui Builders chat. These guys are still in.
Hold on. Irene was still asking me to post stuff for them on the Reddit account and post Medium articles for them, and I said, sure, no problem, because Irene, I really like them. They who I first spoke with. I was even hooking up Irene with Swarm Network and Olive, and but what Kaminari did, just removing me without saying anything, I thought that was totally disrespectful, and I told him so, because I have not gotten zero benefit, and I have all the messages saved with his name embedded into it. It can't be faked. He was promising me VIP access to new coin sales, and he requested me do work for them many, many times. I did Reddits, I did moderation, I did 2 spaces for them, a lot of stuff, and I've gotten zero compensation, removed from admin, even in the RaidenX one, where I was an admin for a long time before they insisted I join Moonbags, and got absolutely nothing but a tarnished reputation, and then that's that. So I said I'm not helping Moonbags anymore, and I told Irene I would rather work with you and work with RaidenX and help RaidenX, but I don't want to do anything at all with Moonbags anymore, unless they want to make it right somehow.
JT, what are you saying, bud?
No, I totally vibe with what you guys are saying. It's such a weird space that we're in, where it's like, an expectation for holders to go out and market their bags, which if you want to get exposure for your project, that's the best way to do it. Go out there and tell people about it. I get it. People should want to do that on their own. If you're bringing the alpha, if you're dropping utilities, if you're bringing new stuff to keep your project relevant, people will do that on their own. You know what I mean? And I was a strong proponent of doing that for a bunch of projects. I don't mind that. But this whole family that we have, it's like we'll have a family in a different project or a family on a different chain, but you say one cross thing, and all of a sudden people are digging to try to find whatever they can to drag your name through the mud, to try to make it seem like you're something you're not or whatever. And they're attacking me, bro. I have one account. I don't have an alt account. This is my account. I'm JT in real life. You know what I mean? Like
it's some Scientology shit, bro. Because I said something, and then they were like, what did they say? They're like, quit playing ignorant. You will account for your crimes. What are your crimes? And I'm like, bro, I bought a dog with a freaking corn pipe for a fucking meme at 2 a.m. Like, what are you talking about crimes, bro?
They're believing their own order. They're talking as if
they're
LARPing
really and they're believing it, and it's like, and I don't know, and it's snakes chasing their own tail. It's a bunch of snakes chasing their own tail, and that's their logo, and they're sucking their own tail. And I'm gonna not say anything else on it because I said I'm not going to, and that's the end of me talking about that.
Yeah, no, it's wild though, because I feel like this entire space, I feel like there's some sort of really intelligent person behind it, big money or something, because the marketing ploy that they put in for selling tokens, creating narratives, you're a cheater, you're weak-handed, paper-handed, everything is to try to show people shame for selling, or like disrespect to the price. Can you imagine somebody saying, "Oh my God, you sold Microsoft"? Bro, it's trading, dude. It's not anything against Microsoft
and
computers.
JT, I spent $1,000 on this project, and now because of this thing, I haven't even sold what I have left because I'm proving a point. Like, I could have made $1,500, but for principle, to prove that I'm not like that, I have them all staked still, and I am way down. I'm